welcome back to our channel. I am so happy for you guys to be here today with me. As you guys can see by the title, we are meal prepping today. So, for those who are new, if you don't know, my husband and I started a weight loss journey a couple years back, and we were successful in losing a combined total of 200 pounds together. And so now it's a new year, we have new goals, it's 2023, and by the title, you guys can see that we are starting our fat loss journey. And so, difference quick between fat loss, weight loss. We were on a weight loss journey, more so a getting healthy journey, because when you focus on getting healthy, you lose weight, and that's kind of how we lost our first few pounds that we've lost. And so now we're going after some more specific body goals, and that calls for a fat loss journey. And so with fat loss versus weight loss, some things that we're going to be looking for or looking to do this year are increasing our protein, doing some strength training, still having some cardio in there in between. It's good for heart health and just physical movement overall. But when it comes to the food, the main goal is to eat our protein and continue eating balanced, healthy meals. So if you're interested in following our fat loss journey this year, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the fam and take this journey with us. So for today's video, let's get right into it. First, I just want to put out there that there is no one size fit all when it comes to meal prep, okay? Meal prep, how it works for you. Whether you want to meal prep for different meals each day, individual meals, you can bulk prep. It really just depends. And so the type of meal prepping that I like to do is based off of what's going on currently in our lives, right? So I'm not crazy busy every single week. I'm not, not crazy busy every single week. So it kind of depends on what's going on in our lives that week, and that kind of depicts how I'll go about meal prepping. For this meal prep today, I'm going to be making 2 dinner options for the next 4 days for both hubby and I. And so I'll be making 4 servings for each of our meals, so both him and I can have 2 days for that meal to eat. What we're going to be cooking, like I said, so the main focus of our foods right now are making sure that we have protein in every single meal, making sure we have healthy fats, good carbs, and all of those vegetables to give us that fiber and regulate our bodies, all right? So for the first dinner option, I'm going to be making my chicken stir fry. This recipe comes from my cookbook, Eat Better. I will have the link down below if you guys want to check it out. And then the second recipe I'm going to be making are turkey taco bowls. Truthfully, Merlin could probably eat the taco bowls every day, but I have to include some different variation for him. So for me, really. So I'm gonna be making those 2 dinner options, and then for lunch, prepping some chicken, cutting up some veggies for salads and wraps. Then for the dessert, I'm gonna be making my Oreo cookie protein balls. And this recipe can be found in my snack recipe book, Snack Better, which I'll also include down in the description box. So let's jump right into it and get to these recipes. Alright you guys, so gonna start off with my veggies for my chicken stir fry. So here I'm just rinsing all the vegetables that I'll be using off. You can use whatever type of veggies you like if you're inspired by this meal, but my go-to veggies for my chicken stir fry recipe are red bell peppers, broccoli, and snap peas. Oh, also an onion, which I think I add later on. There it is, there's the onion. Alright, now that we have all of our veggies prepped, now it's time to take our meat out and season it. So here I am working with some chicken thighs, boneless and skinless chicken thighs. And I'm just going to season it with a little bit of paprika and some black pepper there. I'm going to be making my stir fry sauce, and so you don't need a lot of seasonings because this is kind of where all of the seasonings come into play. And so here I'm just starting off with some minced garlic, and then y'all can already tell I'm a huge fan of the liquid aminos by Bragg's. This is a good alternative to soy sauce. So I like to use this instead of soy sauce as an alternative. And then next I'm just adding 2 cupfuls of rice vinegar, and then a little bit of sesame oil, and then a little bit of agave. I also like to use this instead of just sugar or honey. It has a little bit less of sugar in it. It's just a great sweetener to use. And then I'm going to add in some red pepper chili flakes. And then lastly, I'm going to be adding in some cornstarch to thicken up our sauce. Okay, so I've added a little oil to my pan in my boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I've let it cook for about 5-7 minutes on one side. So now I'm just gonna flip my chicken over. You don't wanna overcook it too long, but you do wanna make sure it is cooked, okay? It is gonna be cooked through. But next we're just gonna add in some of that stir-fry sauce that I made after flipping it over, just really making sure that the chicken gets to all the juices and it's cooked for another 10 minutes. And as you can see, it looks so good. It smells delicious. Alright, so now I'm adding my veggies into that same pan, which makes this recipe even better, nice cleanup afterwards. And now I'm just going to add in more of that stir-fry sauce to make sure all the veggies are nicely coated in it. I'm going to put my lid over and let that kind of steam and cook a little bit. And I'm just going to pair this with some brown rice. I normally get another brand of brown rice, but this one wasn't too bad either. And so here is how I portion it out. That was half a cup of brown rice, and now I'm just adding about 2-3 spoonfuls of the veggies and then half a cup of my chicken. And there you go. First meal is done. It looks so good. Easy grab to go for the week. All right, we're on to our next meal. So we are getting things prepped for lunch this week. I have some chicken breast tenderloins laid out here that I've washed and patted dry. And now I'm just going to season it with some basic seasonings, starting off with a little Creole seasoning and then some garlic powder, onion powder, some black pepper, a little bit of white pepper here. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of paprika, some chili powder, a little bit of everything, y'all. We like to season our food, okay? Because seasonings are not bad. It's the salt that you have to look out for, but there are so many seasonings other than salt that can just bring so much flavor to your food. It can make it different. It doesn't have to be basic and bland, okay? And so we're gonna flip that chicken right over and we're gonna do the same thing. That's right, double seasoning, double the deliciousness. Okay? All right, now I have a pan on medium heat and I'm just adding in 1 tablespoon of olive oil, and I'm gonna place my chicken breast in the pan. And I wanted to show you guys this olive oil dispenser that I got. I really like it because you can monitor and actually see how much you're measuring out, how much olive oil you're using. So yeah, just a little kitchen gadget that I got that I want to put y'all on in case it's new to you, new to me. Love it. I'll put the link down below. Anyway, you guys, it's time to flip our chicken over. You see how nice and golden brown and juicy it is looking, and it's looking well seasoned and like it's gonna give me the flavor that it needs to give, okay? So now I'm just gonna put our chicken in a Tupperware to put away for the week. I can make so many things with this chicken. I like to make, like I said, wraps, salads, add different sauces to it. It changes it up, and so it's just really easy to just grab, go make really quick lunch. All right, now it's time to get our snack prep ready to go for the week. This is one of my go-to recipes that I always fall to for a busy week. It's just a great way to make sure that you get what you need in terms of cravings, if you're craving something sweet, but also still nutrient and protein focused. And so these are my Oreo cookie protein balls out of my Snack Better recipe book. And so what I've added in so far, started off with half a cup of creamy almond butter, 1/3 cup of agave syrup. I also added in 2 tablespoons of milled flax seeds, and now I'm adding in 1 scoop of vanilla protein and then half a cup of coconut flour. And then now, of course, the most important ingredient of all, the Oreo cookies. Going with some Oreo minis here. You can use the regular size cookies if you like. I just like to add it into a bag and then just kind of mash it up with my hand. You can also use a spoon or anything to crush it a little bit more to your liking. But after everything is added into the bowl, just going to give it a really good mix until you see all those dry ingredients have smoothened out into the rest of the mixture. And then we're just going to wet our hands, just kind of make it a little bit easier to roll in our hands to make little balls. And then there you have it. Very simple, easy snack to make. It's also easy just to grab it and go. You can also drizzle chocolate over top during the week if you like. And there you go. Nice, easy, healthy snack. All right, now it's time to make our last and final meal for the meal prep. And so here I'm starting my turkey taco bowls. I have some ground turkey. I think I'm using the 85% lean. Sometimes I use the 93%. It just depends on what the grocery store has. And so I'm just gonna add in my seasonings, adding in some chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, cumin, a little bit of salt and pepper, just those traditional Mexican flavors. Just gonna give that a good mash with my meat masher. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna just make sure everything is nice and mixed up. And for our bowls, I'm also gonna be adding in some black beans, so just giving those a nice rinse. And now I'm just gonna add some corn that I just popped in the microwave, keeping it real simple, y'all. Got some corn, I'm gonna mix my beans and that together just as another component of our bowl, and then add a little bit of cilantro and also some lime juice, and then set that to the side. Alright, so now that my ground turkey is all done cooking, it's time to put our bowls together. And so throughout the week, this is how I make it, with half a cup of ground turkey, half a cup of my beans and corn, and then that's about 2 tablespoons of shredded cheese over top of the ground turkey. And then I'm just going in with half a cup of lime jasmine rice, and then I'm adding in a couple of handfuls of spinach that I loosely cut up, as well as some tomatoes. And then for a little flavor, just gonna add some taco sauce over top, as well as this El Paso like taco cheese. It's really good over top as well. And there you have it, a delicious taco bowl for the week. And that is it, you guys. We are ready to meal prep, setting ourselves up for success. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.